Okay, so we're going to do a review of what we've done with numbers, and then we are going to finish counting numbers. So we have discussed 0 through 10. We have discussed 11 through 19. We have discussed all of the 20s. We have discussed 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. We just did the double downs, so you have those. So what we have left is basically 31 through 98. So they're easy, they're great. What you do is you do 31, 32, 34, 35. They're not hard. That's what you do with anything. 56, 56. Now, what you don't do is you don't go 56.